who does a little bit of everything, including finding his open teammates.
7 seconds left in the first half. Middleton inside the three-point line. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We come back right after this. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
Boy, you talk about 3-and-D guys. Middleton is the epitome of that player. Great range, mid-range game, can defend multiple positions. He does all of that at an elite level.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Up next for them, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. Here's Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
Because of that big body and 7-foot frame, Lopez a handful to keep off the glass.
Outside Irving. Misses the 3. You know, Clark, many view Middleton as the prototypical perimeter player.
I would not disagree at all. I mean, he does everything and does it all well.
Middleton for 3. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting. It's Durant on the wing. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you for the baton, Kevin. Kyrie Irving, of course, marches to the beat of his own drum. At times, that might rub people the wrong way, but Kyrie says, I've learned lessons from it. That's the most beautiful and exciting part, just the growth. What I'm saying is, it's always been bigger than the game for me. And guys, you have to respect his willingness to go it alone.
You do indeed, D.A. Thank you for that portrait. Here's Harris. And that time, also a missed shot. Here's Antetokounmpo. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
And Antetokounmpo showing his versatility yet again. His dribble moves are virtually unguardable.
Middleton for 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. Harris, right side. Here's Durant. And it's sent back by Lopez.
You can see Lopez tracking that shot the whole way. Nice awareness from him and a terrific rejection as well.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
So both teams making some changes here.
From Milwaukee.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And we saw it last year, guys, because those numbers were so low. Teams weren't afraid to put him on the line where points were hard to come by for him. Nice pass right there, and the 7-footer Lopez getting off the floor to punch it down.
And again, no good by Brooklyn.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Pass to Connaughton. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go. Giannis has got 10 points in the quarter.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
And Kevin Durant signing an extension this past offseason, locked in with the Nets for the next 4 years. Seems like there's a very good chance Durant could end his career in Brooklyn.
Over to the wing. And the foul on Harden. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal. Team second. Into the box.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And so he hits both. There's 49 seconds left here in the third quarter. And a deep 3 from Harden. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Picked up by Harris. Count the basket. Giannis has got 30 points.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
He gets it in there. Giannis has got 18 points now here in the second half.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
You know, knocking down the 3 guys, that's one of the premier three-point gunners in the NBA, Joe Harris.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
And so it's Milwaukee holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. And you have to credit their defense for the job they've been doing against Irving. Kyrie's been almost invisible out there, and we don't say that very often. And we'll be right back after this. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to rein it in down the stretch here.
Back to Allen. Shot clock at 6. Here's Connaughton. There's the drive. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
And we've heard some talk, Greg, about the possibility of NBA expansion. What do you think about that?
Kevin, I think it would be great for the league. I mean, I played in Seattle for a season, and I know they would love to have a team back in the great Northwest. And they've fallen completely out of sync here offensively. I'm not seeing nearly the same movement or flow that we saw in that first half.
The shot by Ojeleye, no good.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Bucks.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Back to Irving. Looking to get back on track here. And the layup is up and in.
Boy, Harden's got such a tremendous feel for the game and sees the whole court. He's a really slick creator.
Hill looking around. Pass to Ojeleye. And it's off from three-point range. Timeout called the Nets. And the NBA dress code introduced back in 2005. Now player attire straying a bit from business casual. Does that bother you, Greg?
You know, it doesn't bother me because that's where we are as a society. But, man, I can tell you, when I first came in the league, you get fined if you didn't wear dress socks with your suit. So we have come a long way in terms of the evolution of fashion. And you know what? I'm not one for stopping progress.
Both teams will make substitutions. And so Griffin will bring it up for Brooklyn. From past the arc, Harden's shot is off.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Holiday. Bucks passing it around. Giannis left side. Back to Portis. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Always good to see Giannis get his teammates involved because he knows he can't do it alone.
Outside Irving. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
His first foul. Team
And
second.
more than one observer, Greg, has called Irving the most entertaining player in the game. What do you think?
Irving.
A lot of competition for that distinction. But Irving does some things that no one else can, at least at his level. And then you never know when he's going to give us a juicy soundbite.
He dialed that one up from long distance.
Middleton has in the gym range, and he can make a challenging shot look really easy.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Shots good by Middleton.
3.
Boy, when you've got the jump shot that Chris Middleton has, you're always a weapon, which means you help create spacing for your teammates.
Left side, Portis. Middleton looking it over. Shoots the 3. And it's Durant with the rebound. To the paint. Here's Irving. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. And that's now 7 points for Kyrie Irving. Middleton for 3. Drains the three-pointer.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Bucks.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Giannis.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Well, the effort level they've had has been outstanding. Hard to keep a team down when they play with that much energy.
So both teams changing it up here.
Substitution.
44 seconds left in the fourth.
Chris Middleton.
And the 3 ball is good.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
Team foul.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And Harden really looks like he's been having fun out there.
Chris Middleton.
I would agree with that, Kevin, and he says he's the same way off the court, too. I don't know him off the court, but he says he loves meeting new people. I don't have any trouble believing that. He enjoys engaging with kids, and certainly the bright tennis shoes are part of everybody's NBA attire now, but he wears it as an expression of his personality.
Durant for 3. And again, no good by Brooklyn. There's the triple. No good. Shot missing. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. A resounding victory.